And we are live from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and ready to begin Ignition, Episode 2.
And here comes the new potential GOAT of women's wrestling, hashtag bitch, Bea Quinn.
That's right. After her huge win over Hoshina Kimiko on that house show last Saturday before we left Maryland, it seems that it is time to hear from the... I believe we have a full house tonight, by the way, based on the look of the crowds.
Of course, the SOW faithful coming out in droves here for the second episode of the Ignition.
Indeed. And, we've got Bea Quinn here in the ring, and seems she is discussing a bit of what's been going on these past few weeks for her.
Well, of course, the dominant performance on Saturday's house event. Probably she's not talking more about that.
Well, it seems she's chronicling her whole road here. I mean, she's talking about how she didn't get a title shot immediately, or didn't even have a match for the title shot. Instead, she's being pushed through a tournament. And I mean, look, I understand that she is displeased with this, but it's not up to her. It's up to the general manager to decide how this works. And he said that the plan was only the winner would get that title shot. Everybody else would have to earn it through this tournament. And oh, come on now. She gave you a 30-minute bout that led to a straight-up tie. And you're saying easy?
Well, she did show who really was better of the two on Saturday in the rematch. I mean, that wasn't even close to a 30-minute timer.
That's true.
I think she learned her lesson about playing with her food.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to agree with you there. That dominant performance on Saturday was quite something. The crowd is letting her know what they think of her right now.
A huge statement being made, and now we can applaud. Thank you for the permission.
Oh my God, did you hear the crowd?
Yeah, they're mad. They're not fans of that bitch, but I have to say that I am.
All right, folks, and now is our opening match. And coming out first, tonight we have 2 sets of double debuts, and this is Charli Scene. So Charli Scene, she doesn't have a nickname, but she is quite the film star. She came from a small set of films and TV shows before she started wrestling properly, and she's been utilizing that in her gimmicks for quite some time.
Of course, making a big splash on the indies, and that got the attention of the SOW higher-ups. So speaking of getting the attention of the SOW higher-ups,
this is a superstar right here. This is the North Star of JEPW. Another former JEPW wrestler coming here to SOW. It's Nishi Kazumi.
And I would say the forbidden door was opened by this, but at this point we've just raided JEPW, so sorry to their fans, but a huge win for the SOW faithful because, I mean, another injection of raw talent into this already stacked women's division. You already know a shot in the semifinals is on the line here, so these two women are about to go to war.
Yeah, and the winner of this match will be facing Eve Moreau, which I've got to be honest, I would not be envying either one of them for that matchup.
We saw how focused she was last week and how she wants to avenge her loss from the Queen of the Hill Battle Royal Fatal 4-Way match. But here we go. This match is underway.
Yeah, it's underway. We've got some technical lockups right away. Unsurprising for this division.
And now, of the two, Charli Scene is, while not quite a rookie, is definitely the lesser of experience of the two, and that's going to come into factor into this match. You can already kind of see that early on.
Indeed. I mean, Nishi is not as experienced as her fellow Japanese wrestlers here, but she has been in the scene for about 5 years now. And I believe Charli's only been here for around 2, similar to Aaliyah Pope. We'll have to see if Charli performs similarly or if she's got a little bit better handle on her pinning game.
Well, you gotta hope that the experience of acting and knowing those proper cues can come into play with that, because she'll know when's the proper moment to take advantage of the opponent's status to try and get the win.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. This match is just getting started, just a little bit of back and forth grappling. Nice leapfrog into a cartwheel dodge. Yeah. I mean, that is what she's known for. She loves to show off. Not in quite the same way as Bea, but they are somewhat similar.
Ooh. Applying pressure onto that arm once again. We've seen that a couple times now.
Yes, we have.
Oh, with a dragon screw, and that could... Yeah, and Charli Scene doesn't want those legs to get damaged too much here early on, and this could be a quick match.
Indeed, but she's taken a couple of those dragon screws already. And those do quite a bit of damage to the legs. I mean, we know that in her history, Nishi does love to target the legs. She has quite a few leg-based submission maneuvers. Quite similar to Meiji Kaito, who I believe was her mentor for a time in JEPW.
And that had to influence her decision to sign with SOW as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine she would have left if Meiji was still there in JEPW.
Who we'll be seeing later on tonight, by the way. We have a stacked card. For those of you who have not been following us last week's show, or...
Indeed. I mean, tonight we have, right after this match, in fact, there is a singles match between Suave Jackson and Kick-Ass Sharpe, a rematch from Rev Your Engines. And this time, ideally, we'll have a proper finish.
Of course.
Ooh, big knee straight to the face. But Charli is not bothered. Still working that arm, which she's been doing all match.
You already kind of see the heavy breathing, though. These moves have taken their toll.
Yeah, I mean, Charli's been going at what looks like full throttle for the majority of this opening, and she is tired.
Yeah, but they've done a lot of damage to that arm. You have to hope that she's thinking maybe she can weaken the arm, she can weaken any kind of... Once again, another submission to the arms. I mean, she's really trying to make sure that she makes it to where she has complete control of this match, because if you take out someone's arms, you cut their move repertoire in half.
Big monkey flip. And indeed, I mean, if your arms are too weak to do any of your dragging moves, ooh, roll a nice crucifix pin, but too close to the ropes.
A big Alabama slam style move there.
And then thrown right out of the ring. Oh, that was a horribly misjudged by Charli Scene. But I guess she's all right.
Now the brawl taking place outside the ring. The ref starting to count.
The count's getting high. They've got to get back in this ring.
But Charli Scene is gassed. This could be really bad for her.
Indeed.
She makes it back at the 8 count. I mean, you gotta be careful there. Kazumi will take advantage of situations like that, and not necessarily trying to get a shortcut to a victory, but just, I mean, this is a tournament to get a shot at the women's world title. So I mean, in my mind, anything's really goes. Everything's on.
Cattle mutilation! Oh! Sorry to interrupt you there, but that was out of nowhere.
I was not expecting her to bust that out, but once again, you want to talk about dealing damage to the arms?
Whoa. Ooh! Was that a Busaiku knee?
It looked like it. Shades of Bryan Danielson all throughout this match.
Insane, honestly.
The American Dragon leaving his impact on this industry.
Yeah, I gotta say, Both of these wrestlers are pulling out some moves I was not expecting to see, especially so early in the match. It's only been 10 minutes.
Now possible big suplex count with the headbutt.
She's perched
The
and
ref's
waiting.
in the way. The ref's in the way.
Ooh, and Charli is up in time. It looks like the ref, being where she was, prevented Nishi from making the move she wanted to make.
And that's definitely something that they're going to have to address in the back is, I mean, the refs can't be that close to the action for their own safety, let alone the safety of the talent.
Yeah, I got to agree. Oh my God, 2 of those arm breakers back to back. And now we've got another arm bar put in, but it's right at the rope. She gets her feet on. Where's she? Springboard elbow, but Charli gets out of the way. Monkey flip. Wow.
You know, the arms of Nishi Kazumi have to be in a lot of pain at this point of the match. I mean, 12 minutes of almost non-stop assault on those arms, and that's why she's resorting to kicks right here.
Indeed. We got a punch rush going.
Oh my God.
Big knee.
Huge knee to the face, and now off the ropes.
Meteora! But it only gets a 2.
2.9. Charli seen not going down that easily.
Oh my God! The lightning spiral!
Into the bridge! Wow! And we've seen people steal finishers and win in SOW, so it is not out of the ordinary for that to happen.
No, it is not. And I will say, I believe that Nishi Kazumi calls that, if I'm not mistaken, the North Star Spiral?
Well, once again, to the surprise of probably no one at this point, the women's division is showing up and showing out here in SOW.
Oh yes, these might be the best women in wrestling. It is, I mean, it is amazing what they are able to do.
To the top!
Big knee drop.
Can she take advantage? She's already had her finisher stolen. That's going to do a lot to her pride. Huge kickflip.
Yeah, somersault kickflip and then a taunt. She's running.
We saw this before.
Big knee kick.
Knee. But she can't take advantage.
No, Charli gets right back up. Ooh, some kicks to the leg and then an elbow drop as well. Now, we've been talking all match about the damage that Charli has been doing to those arms. We haven't addressed much the damage that Nishi is doing to Charli's legs.
Well, so far, it hasn't played a huge factor, so we're going to have to see. The Irish whip into the ropes, leapfrog times
She's tiring
2.
her out, but Nishi slides right under the legs.
Does not fall for the trap. Going back to the top. Could be that knee drop once
Double
again.
knee drop.
Double knee drop. But she's down.
Snapmare into a drop. Oh, ooh, that looked almost like her knee to the back of the head.
She's dragging her away from the ropes.
What? Ooh, stomped right on the wrist. Dragon screw.
Oh. Those dragon screws, they will add up. If they haven't already, they will soon.
Big body slam. Yeah, I mean, every time Nishi gets Charli down, Charli seems to walk her way right back up. Sliding straight under the legs twice, but Charli immediately pushes Nishi away from that attempt at I believe that was another knee kick attempt.
Back to working the arm and then back to working the legs. An interesting strategy by these two women.
Oh my God, that looks painful. And that's it!
That's it.
Yep.
And there you go. It came into play in the end of the match. Those dragon screws added up.
Indeed, and I mean, honestly, that I was not sure if she would be able to make it to the ropes in time with that hold. That looked painful. All right, so here comes our second match of the night. This is a rematch from Rev Your Engines. Kick-Ass Sharpe demanded it, so here it comes.
He is getting what he asked for, and for his sake, God, for his sake, I hope the result is different.
Oh my! Well, and I got to agree with you. He is 0-5 right now. He is looking awful in the rankings. But he is in full gear tonight, mask and all. It's been a while since we've seen him masked.
He calls himself 6 stars, but he could be facing going 0-6 tonight. He's already fragile ego. Don't know if he could take that, but we'll see. He's got a tough test ahead of him.
All right, and here comes the man of the hour. This is a powerhouse right here.
A man looking to change his fate and gain some much-needed momentum in the world title rankings. And back-to-back victories would do a lot for him.
Indeed. I mean, he already had a huge win on Rev Your Engine, showing that he is not here to just be stepped on. This is Thunderstorm, Suave Jackson. With that beautiful theme. Oh! I could bump to that all night. The rematch from Rev Your Engines. We'll see which of these two is truly the better.
Two powerhouses here. The damage will be done fast, and it will be violent.
Yep, I mean, I can't imagine either one of these having a long match with one another. Kick-ass sharp shoot style strikes that always impact hard, and Suave Jackson's raw power, which leaves you wishing you had not gotten in the ring with him.
No, I mean, just seeing Suave Jackson up close, I mean, that doesn't even do him justice. He's leg drop there. But, like, one of his legs is like 2 of Kick-Ass's combined. Like, he is an absolute mastodon.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. I don't get why he doesn't use his legs more often. Those tree trunks could kill a man.
Literally. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know they always... Oh, my God. Oh, my God! A pile driver in less than 3 minutes.
And for most men, that would be the end of the match.
I mean, yeah.
It would be over.
It looks like to Suave, that's just a move.
That shows you how much damage he can deal. He was going for a second one there, it looks like, but a huge counter by Kick-Ass to save his own neck, let alone save the match.
Yeah, I got to agree. Now, I do want to point out something. In case we see any kind of shenanigans in this match, Hermes Rhapsodies isn't here tonight. Wait a minute! Oh my God, Thunderfall!
3 minutes in! A repeat of Rev Your Engines! 2!
No! He kicks out this time! I gotta be honest, I thought that was it.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Suave's surprised as well, but just immediately going back to dealing insane damage, stepping on the chest. Wait a minute.
Another pile driver.
Another pile driver.
I thought it was going to be another Thunderfall for a moment there.
So did I. Oh my goodness. The damage.
Yeah, it's crazy how much damage Suave can do in a short amount of time. Oh, the triple German suplex. Oh, but he's right in the ropes. Yep.
Right in the ropes. You gotta have better ring awareness than that. I know he's desperate to get his first win, but that's not gonna do it.
No, not at all.
You have to consider the size of Suave Jackson as well.
Oh my God, that lariat. I mean, an arm that size hitting you right in the neck. How do you live?
After taking 2 pile drivers, no less.
And the Thunderfall. I mean, I guess this is why Kick-Ass, he based himself on a movie character that can't feel pain. He's showing why right now. Oh, Argentine backdrop.
I thought he was going for the kill, and he's still going for the cover anyway.
Oh, yeah. But he only gets a 2 out of him. Oh, Oh, another pile. That's 3 of those. I mean, I would just stay down at this point. But Kick-Ass is different. Kick-Ass is built differently, it seems. Big short arm lariat.
Suave is feeling it.
Another stomp. Bunch of stomps. Oh, my God.
Big spine buster.
Yep. Not the
Kick-Ass
most.
is not out of it yet.
No, he's still set up. He's still going. Oh, a deadlift.
Suplex.
Oh my God, that is impressive to do to a man of Suave's size. I mean, he's not like a super heavyweight, but you gotta have trouble lifting a man with muscles like that so easily.
Now Suave inflicting damage here on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, it's. I mean, so far we've had a clean match. Oh my God, and on the outside. Oh God, he stole the Thunderfall on the outside. Now he's punching his face in. The count's going high.
Turn of events. These guys gotta get back in the ring, and they do.
Yeah, right at the 7. I mean, Kick-Ass is really showing some spirit here. Oh, but countered.
God.
And now we've got these elbows coming in on the leg, on the shoulder blade. Kick-Ass is not... Ooh, kick to the head, too, on that attempt at a grounded attack.
Gotta watch out for a TKO loss. That would be just crippling to Kick-Ass's ego.
I mean, yeah, he calls himself 6 stars. He styled himself after a man that doesn't feel pain to get knocked out. That would be a horrible detriment to his career.
Right now, he's trying to gather up his own fighting spirit, but gets slammed down to the mat. Suave off the
big leg drop.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, every time he thinks he's got a chance, Suave just hits him with another spinebuster, but a side suplex right out. And then a backdrop.
The suplexes and Kick-Ass's repertoire is the only thing keeping him in this match right now.
I got to agree. He is known for them. I mean, his finisher is styled after Mr. Perfect's Perfect Plex. He calls it the Sharpeplex. Oh, no, not on the outside! Big choke slam! Oh my God, on the outside with the town business too! You can't pin him out there, Suave. It's not a false count anywhere.
I respect what he was doing. The momentum, he just didn't even think about it.
Yeah. No way.
Wait a minute.
No way.
Wait a minute.
No way. Oh, but Suave gets back in time. Swinging neck breaker.
Did not want the match to end that way. I think even Kick-Ass would have been frustrated for that to be his first victory.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to prove he's a badass. He's a 6-star man. He can't do that just by knocking people out outside the ring. You got to get the 1, 2, 3 if you want to prove yourself.
Off the ropes. Oh, big tackle.
And then a head drop. And a big shoulder tackle, too. This is, I mean, more elbows to that shoulder. Suave, or Kick-Ass's back has to be starting to hurt. His shoulders, his back, his neck.
Now the action is going back towards the center of the ring, which is dangerous for both guys.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Oh my God, a rebound brainbuster.
But unable to capitalize.
Both men are
He's
down.
Taking too much damage.
And he's out. Suave knocks out Kick-Ass Sharpe after 15 minutes.
And that is a huge victory for Suave. And God only knows what this is going to do to Kick-Ass.
I can't imagine he's going to be happy about this one. All right, so now we have our next segment, which will be an interview by Carrie Ellis with our tag team champions who upset the world last night. Or not last night, last week. My bad. Ooh, it's been a while for me.
Big news, Kerry Ellis here. Last time we heard from him, he made that insane main event for tonight. So there could possibly be some news in the future of the tag titles coming.
I mean, yeah, I have no clue what's coming in this interview. All I know is that we have the tag champions here. We have Kerry Ellis here to interview him. And from what I'm hearing, the House of Troubles is in the house tonight. We'll have to see what comes up from that. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bray come out tonight, though. Bray and Dallas.
Even though they have officially been moved to the back of the line as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean, the rankings came out not long ago. I could take a look at them for you if you'd like. I've got them right here. In our tag division, while Moment for Life is pushed to the back of the line, they are still the second-ranked tag team. However, they're not going to be performing in tag matches this week or next week, from what I've been told. This week we have, right after this interview, in fact, Sindhu Darlo taking on the new tag team, The Honored. And then we'll also have, from what I'm hearing, The Honored in action next week as well.
The Honored have a chance to leapfrog everyone and immediately get a shot at the tag titles if they can pull off back-to-back wins.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Obviously, the Dark Crusade is the highest ranked team right now. All right. Well, there was definitely some doubt.
There was a lot, actually.
Maybe they didn't have any doubt in their minds, though.
Yeah, I assume that's what they mean.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand. Sometimes people are just more confident than you think they should be. See, I got to agree with that. You can never count them out. Those two, I mean, they're vicious, they're ferocious, and they will be back.
And possibly stronger than before, because now they're going to be mad.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, this is actually very true what Byron is going on about. They have not yet had the chance to face Sindhu Darlo. They didn't come to meet in the tournament due to Sindhu Darlo's losing to the live stream in the first second bracket match. And obviously nobody's had the chance to face the Honored properly. Aaliyah talking for her team a bit. I gotta say, it is quite interesting. It seems like this is just a promo, just a talk. They're just having a small interview. Nothing crazy seems to be coming out of this. Oh, they're going through their spiel. We've heard this on the indies quite a few times.
Right now, they can definitely call themselves the greatest tag team in SOW.
Yep.
Of course, this is something that, could change at a moment's notice, but as of right now,
they're at the top. All right.
Now, after a strong statement from the tag team champions, we have a chance to see if the Honored can start to shake up the tag team rankings.
Yeah, and it looks like they're coming out with their leader. He's going to be watching this match alongside them, Caster Lichten. I believe as a stable, they go by the Honored Empire.
Three of the most dangerous men in all of professional wrestling have formed the Honored Empire. And this could definitely be a match that could put our tag team champions on notice.
Indeed. We'll have to see the performance tonight. But for the meantime, they're going to have to get through a team that has finally claimed a solid victory last week.
I was just going to say, you know, we're talking about how the Honored can make an impact in the tag division, but a win tonight would all but guarantee that Sindudara would be next in line for the tag titles.
Yeah, there are 2 more weeks to go through, and there's no guarantee Sindudara won't have another match to have to go through before then, but they have already faced off against the other tag team that is waiting for a shot, the live stream.
Exactly. So a win tonight would have them over 2 of the other 3 tag teams in the division.
Yeah, the only one left to face would be Moment for Life, which, I mean, I can't say I would be excited to have that match if I was anybody in this division.
Definitely not. But definitely, no matter the result of this match, huge implications for the tag division.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Starting off with a test of strength. Ooh, a hand stomp.
I think the ref's hands were hurting himself and freaked out there for a second.
Yeah, he looked a little scared. I don't know what was going on.
He said, oh my God.
Ooh, nice slip out there, but then immediately grabbed by Al Markley. So, Al Markley and Alexei Zakar have been known to tag in the Indies before. Big assisted leg drop there. But I'm not quite sure personally. I have not watched any of their matches, so this is going to be a first for me as well.
So that's always exciting here to see new talent.
Indeed.
Jump to the SOW stage.
And it looks like we're going to get a tag out from both sides. This will be Alexei's first match in SOW. As you know, I'm sure Al Markley was at Rev Your Engines, teaming alongside Taikyo Ryu and his stable leader, Castor Lichten.
Indeed. Make sure you go check out the replay of Rev Your Engines while we're talking about it on the SOW YouTube channel right here.
Indeed.
You can see how we got to where we are now. Of course, last week's episode of Ignition also available, plus that special house show match.
Yeah, and
the weekend.
We've been in discussions of getting a proper house show arena and posting full cards from house shows in the future. Though, do keep in mind, house show cards will not have commentary. If we post them.
Oh, huge uppercut there.
Oh, yeah.
Do house shows affect the rankings?
That is undecided. I mean, obviously last week that one match did, and our build-up to Rev Your Engines, those matches are in the rankings, but from there on, it's up to whether or not Carrie Alice decides to have them affected. As of right now, I don't believe so.
Gonna ask the tough questions here so the fans are aware of where things stand moving into the future. The exciting future here for SOW, as we have an exciting future for the tag division right now in this match.
Yep, indeed. I will say is, I believe as long as house shows stay unaired, the rankings definitely will not matter. But if we start having house shows that get aired, it's fully possible that Carrie could change his mind.
Especially as more wrestlers join SOW. We have more people joining, it feels like, every week. Of course, we have still to come tonight another double debut in the Women's World Title Eliminator Tournament.
Indeed. I believe that match will actually be next.
So, no offense to these tag guys, they're working their asses off right now. There's been some great action here, but just want to remind people at home that the women's division here in SOW is the best in the world, and it's not even close. And we're going to see 2 more women join that magnificent roster after this.
Yeah, and we'll have to see, will they be able to keep up with all the women that we already have? I mean, as it stands, our roster with these last 2 signings hits 30 total wrestlers. And I know Carrie has been talking about wanting to get 60 in total by the end of the year. We'll have to see if we reach that goal or not, but...
Well, at some point, I'm going to have to assume we'll end up buying out JEPW if that's the case.
I doubt that much. They are still quite the company. We may have gotten a few of their prospects and a couple of their top talents, but they're still rocking. I mean, they just got, I think, a brand new world champion last month.
Exciting times for fans of JEPW.
Yeah, if they're watching this show, I mean, they'll get to see some new wrestlers wrestling some old favorites quite a bit.
Huge splash there onto the back. He's going for another one.
Oh my!
Senton bomb.
And a pin right after, but it's in the ropes.
Then the ropes, which makes both teams waste a cut play opportunity.
Yeah.
We talk about that every now and then during these tag matches, but I don't know if we've ever quite broken down the specific rules of why we call it cut play. So if you want to take a moment to inform the faithful onto this logic in our tag team matches.
So, cut play, the term, is just any time somebody cuts into the match in order to make a play, like breaking up a tag, breaking up a submission. It only, however, affects moments like those. If you step into the match when your opponent is in your corner, that doesn't count as a cut play. And if you stay in the match, oh my God! A massive brain buster straight into the mat. It appeared to have been Monstruo's finisher.
Wisely knowing they were close to the ropes, goes for the tag instead to keep the match going, but having successfully dealt that damage.
Indeed. And as I was saying, I believe the term cut play comes from JEPW originally.
Now a series of huge uppercuts there. As the camera focuses on the massive caster on the outside.
Yeah, you gotta wonder.
Waiting for his opportunity to move up the rankings for the world title.
And you also have to wonder, is he going to get involved tonight? I mean, he isn't usually one to bother with interference himself, even if his allies will do it for him.
Big super kick into a tag. Unexpected counter to that.
Yeah, I mean, if you know you're getting beat down, tag out ASAP. Ooh, and some harsh forearms. Alexei, I believe, is known for utilizing a forearm called the H-bomb.
Huge elbow drop. Wow, the air he just got on that move was insane.
Yeah, he flew like 20 feet. And now he's switching back into Monstruo. So last time this match, these two wrestled, the match ended with a U-238 from Atomico. We'll have to see if we see a similar finish tonight or if there's another maneuver that occurs.
Big standing senton there.
Indeed. Oh! I thought that was going to be a guillotine. Instead, it's an arm breaker attempt.
I was going for the tag there, but instead goes for the power slam.
A massive power slam, too. And now, a clash. A struggle.
Punches versus kicks.
Yep. Big knee kick straight to the face.
And now the tag out.
Indeed. I mean, realistically, Markley, I was going to say, I think he's run out of steam. He needs to tag out.
And right now, I mean, again, like we talked at the start of this match, I mean, if Dudawa picks up this victory, I mean, they are the momentum for the tag division. It's solely running through them. Which is a huge change of pace.
And there it is, U-238!
1, 2, 3.
And they do it! Caster cannot be happy about that, but Ray DeGuerra must be very pleased.
Talk about a turnaround for Sendu Darlo.
Yeah, going from losing every match up to and including Rev Your Engines to getting 2 wins in back-to-back weeks. These two are on the rise. All right, folks, it is time for the final quarterfinals match in the Women's World Title Eliminator Tournament. And first coming out, oh, this is a big woman. This is the Hotshot, Maria Ramirez.
And she's a huge star in more ways than one. A dominant multi-time world champion on the independents. And now she has taken her talents to SOW, one of the strongest powerhouses the women's division has ever seen.
And one of their biggest heavyweights. I mean, nobody really can seem to lift her very far. Oh, and her opponent tonight. This is going to be a treat. In the blue gear this time around, this is La Sombra Altisima.
You want to talk about a clash of styles that doesn't get much more different than these two. So
oh,
this will be
for
a
sure.
very entertaining matchup for sure. A classic David meets Goliath matchup here in the women's division.
Indeed. But we've seen how the luchadors can perform. I mean, we've already just seen a win from them early, just in the previous match. Oh, an immediate leg pick
Then
into an ankle lock.
Unexpected. That caught Maria off guard for a moment. These
Dodged
two,
the
this is
big
the
boot.
first time matchup for these two, having somehow successfully avoided each other on the independents.
Yeah, which is insane because they were in the same company 3 separate times. But they never actually had a matchup.
A lot of injuries kind of led to that moment, but ended up in a huge W for the SOW faithful as we get to see this matchup for the first time.
Indeed. And I mean, it is shocking to have this in the quarterfinals. These are two, I wouldn't necessarily say legends, but they're quite massive stars on the Hispanic scene.
Right now, a lot of early back and forth here.
Ooh, a big drop kick right to the chest in the corner.
But it is only fitting, going back to that we've taken some of the best women's wrestlers in America, the UK, and Japan, and now Mexico. I mean, this women's division is truly global.
Indeed. We're grabbing from all over. I believe Charli Scene from the UK, Bea Quinn from Australia, 3 women from Japan. Then we have, obviously, Aaliyah Pope is from America, Eve Moreau from Ireland. It really is worldwide.
All of these women working towards a shot at the world title in just a few short weeks.
Yeah, I mean, August 10th, Burnout will have the women's world title match. And some have been saying it probably should main event the show. I'm not sure what Carrie will say about that, but it would be quite interesting.
We'll have to see how the semifinals play out, but, I mean, if the women's division continues to perform like they have, I could see why that movement is gaining traction online.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are already calling for Bea Quinn as the winner, which isn't shocking to me. She had one hell of a performance before, and even though she didn't beat Hoshina Kimiko in 30 minutes, everybody's saying that if she had been paying attention to the time, she would have beat her in 10.
I mean, we saw that take place on Saturday, so I think those people are correct.
Yeah, I don't know about 10, but 15? Easily. Oh, that was a cheap shot.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bea couldn't help but smile seeing that.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine an alliance between these two women.
That would be incredible. I mean, with the stature of Maria and the craftiness of Bea, it would be, I mean, I think they would own this division.
La Sombra looking to fly, and she does to the outside of the ring. What a move.
Yeah, she is well known for some high-flying maneuvers, especially jumps to the outside from the ring like that. It's very common to see her fly and attack any opponent that sits too long on the outside, but they are taking too long.
The ref count is not their ally. It's at a 9. Oh my God!
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so.
They're throwing this Saturday.
All right. So here comes Marco Campione. He's going to be our first entrant tonight. This is the match right before our main event.
We are just moments away from another amazing spectacle match, probably from Meiji Kaito, who has impressed so much in his debut last week.
Yeah, I mean, he took Taikyo Ryu to town and made him tap out. In the meantime, it looks like Kick-Ass Sharpe will be accompanying his friend Marco Campione to the ring tonight.
Interesting.
Not sure if I like that. And finally, here comes the Don himself, wearing the white gear we saw him in earlier.
You must have saw him backstage.
Yeah, no, I was talking about me, my bad. I realized I cut myself off as I realized technically the crowd has not seen him.
No, I mean, we saw him during our getting our pre-match notes from the guys, trying to get an idea on where their headspace was heading into this match, because of course Marco asked for this match. It's not like he's got some crazy blood feud with Meiji Kaito. He just wants a chance to show that he's better than him, which, hey, look, you never know what can happen in wrestling. We just saw our women's division put out a double count out, but I have a hard time believing that he is better than this man, the ace, the former ace, the golden star of JEPW.
Yeah, I got to agree with everything you just said. And just to clarify for the crowd, Marco's white gear is a new debuting gear that he was showing off a little bit in the back. If I'm being completely honest with you, that's why it's been on my mind.
I mean, look, it looks good.
It
I ain't
does.
gonna lie to you, it looks good.
Yeah, I got to agree. He does style a lot of his ring gear, especially the ring gear we've seen him in after Jin Kazama from Tekken.
Meiji Kaito immediately taking control of this match with a series of submission moves here. That's gonna take Marco by surprise.
I feel, because Marco likely has no clue who this man is. Meiji Kaito, this is the style he's been wrestling and has been doing him favors for years.
And again, back into the arm submission, but Marco getting right back out of it.
Yeah, the early submissions aren't here to be put on for long. They're just here to get you a little worn down bit by bit as the match goes on. Ooh, big leg sweep there.
Huge leg sweep. But of course, this style of wrestling has made Meiji Kaito a multi-time world champion. In the past, all over the world, not just in JEPW, across Japan and globally as well, is why his signing was such a huge deal. I mean, he's the guy that, I'm sure if they could have secured his signing before Rev Your Engines, he would have been in the tournament to crown the first world champion.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, at that time, he was still, when we were preparing those tournaments, he was still the world champion in JEPW, so...
Yeah, they were not letting him go as long as he was holding that belt, and you know what? I mean, fair.
Yeah, can't really blame him for that.
Right now he's taking control of this match with a huge body slam, picking Marco back up, and then, we've seen plenty of these tonight. A signature move of the JEPW guys, the Dragon Screws, are out in force.
Yeah, Meiji is known to utilize those to set up for his figure 4 leg lock submission. We have also seen him employ an STF before, and of course his signature move, the Shining Star, that back knee drop to the head. We haven't seen that much of it in this promotion quite yet, but I'm sure we'll start to see it soon.
It's a move that you always have to be aware of if you're facing him, as he continues to apply multiple different submission holds, is countering Marco's attempts at submission holds, and now a huge suplex to the outside gets the count going.
Yeah.
And now, I mean,
Kick-Ass attempted some interference, and then Marco pulled out the sledgehammer. Oh my God, what is this?
Wait a goddamn minute. That should have been a disqualification.
I have to agree. I'm not sure what is going on here. But Meiji rolls back into the ring. All right.
That's the 7 count. He fixes his boots, but I mean, something's got to be done about Kick-Ass Sharpe here. Now, he already got his ass whipped tonight, so I don't know what he thinks he's doing out here, trying to interfere with a former world champion.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to go well. I mean, all you're going to do is piss Meiji off. And I don't think you want an angry Meiji Kaito coming after you. Big European uppercut.
And for the first time, Meiji Kaito was stunned there for a moment. He's recovered well, but Marco possibly with a chance to gain some much-needed momentum, but he falls right back into the arm submission.
Yep.
The experience of Meiji Kaito just on full display here in this match so far. Huge! Step up into Guri, stunning Marco.
And then a big drop kick. That's another thing Meiji Kaito is well known for, is those big drop kicks.
Marco with some elbow drops of his own, now some punches to the head.
These are illegal though, so the ref's counting immediately once he sees those. And a massive punch combination through the ropes.
Wait a minute. Meiji needs to recover and get back in this ring right now, but instead he meets Kick-Ass Sharpe. Wait a minute!
Whoa! Suave is already sick of this. Oh, and he's here. He says, well, if Kick-Ass is going to be fighting Meiji on the outside, why don't I come in and teach you a lesson in here?
Now the ref does need to get some control back here, but the interference, things have been equalized.
Indeed.
With the appearance of Suave Jackson, and Meiji Kaito seems happy to see him.
It's interesting. It seems they might have talked in the back a bit. Maybe they have a mutual respect going. Oh my God!
Oh!
Boom!
Damn.
Big choke slam. Oh, and an attempt at a combination move. But I gotta be honest, I think Suave's been in here a little too long. It's about time to send him out.
I have to agree. The ref, again, I need to say, needs to gain control. And Kick-Ass is not actively interfering, so at this point, Suave is...
Yeah, there he goes.
Suave has been sent away.
Indeed.
But huge ramifications here. It seems like Suave is not done with these two men.
No, it seems he saw what was going to be a potential injustice and decided immediately he was not having it. And the damage he did with that chokeslam, I mean, that's going to last this whole match for Marco. Here we go. Here he's aimed up. Oh, Marco.
Taking a moment to...
Shining Star!
Oh, goodness. The pin. 1, 2...
And that is it. Yeah, that's what happens when you have somebody on your corner screwing around in the match. The rest of the backstage is not going to be happy about it. And Meiji Kaito, I mean, we talked about it earlier, pulls out the win with the Shining Star. All right. Now it's time for tonight's main event.
Big fight feel here. A shot at the world title is on the line.
Yep. And I mean, honestly, if the women don't main event Burnout, it's gonna be this match. Whatever the result of this is, they're gonna be facing Hermes.
And you know, Clint Kassidy going into this match with a chip on his shoulder as he feels like his mistake is directly responsible for Hermes winning the world title in the first place. And that was his failed focus on him during that triple threat match.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, we have this man who is entering for the, I believe, third time with his crew. And is this new music? I think this is new music.
This is a sign of how dialed in he is. going into this main event match, again, I mean, it's a big deal. A shot at the world title is on the line. It doesn't get much bigger than this, and it's the main event of Ignition Episode 2.
Oh yeah, this is a big fight feel, and his hair is down tonight. He doesn't have it tied up like usual.
But if you're Clint Kassidy, you have to be concerned about the presence of these two men right here.
I mean, they were announced to be here tonight, so you had to know they were going to be involved at least as seconds in this match. Whether or not they'll get involved in the match itself, well, if it goes on the outside, I'd have to say it's probably guaranteed.
But ZC Woods believes he is the rightful #1 contender, and from what I can gather, he is very frustrated that he is having to compete in this match tonight.
Yeah, but he said that he'll do what he needs to do to take his spot. He said he'll kick the Cowboys' ass and then go kick the Messenger too, and claim that title that he feels he should have had in the first place. Which, I'll be honest, his whole speech sounded a lot like Bea Quinn's speech earlier tonight, talking about underestimating.
And a couple of entitled wrestlers, but I mean, that's, hey, if you don't have an ego, you don't deserve to be in the main event.
You know what? That's a very fair point. I mean, Clint himself has quite the ego. This man definitely believes himself to be the top star here in SOW.
And again, not necessarily beating himself up for not becoming the first world champion, but again, believes that his mistakes and focusing on what he thought was a bigger threat in that triple threat match has resulted in someone he believes is undeserving of being the first world champion, let alone a world champion at all.
Yeah, I mean, in his mind, he pegged Hermes as just a jobber, not even a mid-card guy. And yet Hermes went on a tear like we've never seen. I mean, he's only lost one single match this entire time, and it was against Trent Taylor, who, now that we mention his name, has mysteriously not been around lately.
I mean, you have to hope that there was no lasting injuries from that triple threat match, and what's the more likely scenario is he could be plotting something rather sinister for Hermes or someone else in the locker room. But I would imagine, just like the way Clint's kind of taking things personally with Hermes, that he's feeling a similar way, but he's a much more dangerous person outside of the ring.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had to deal with the antics of Trent Taylor, I probably would not be in this company personally. Thankfully, he does not tend to target us announcers.
And let it stay that way.
Yeah, well, I gotta agree with that one. In the meanwhile, this match has already been pretty competitive.
Yeah, both these guys, no one really taking huge control here, and ZC Woods kind of playing a bit of mind game, staring him down while getting the count.
Yeah, he's taking this time to relax, to mess with Clint.
Also lets Clint recover, and he takes a whole 6 count before getting back in the ring. But a big shoulder tackle takes him down, and maybe the mind games work. The Irish up into the ropes, into a big shoulder tackle.
Again.
Now you feel some momentum heading into the corner of ZC Woods with this huge combination.
Yeah, that hard header that we know that those Samoan wrestlers have, dropping right onto the skull of Clint Kassidy. They always say, don't ever, and another headbutt right there, don't ever get into a headbutt fight with a Samoan.
Yeah, definitely not advised.
Well, I guess in this case, it wasn't exactly Clint Kassidy's plan. Big elbow drop, but Clint doesn't care at all.
Off the ropes.
And again, Clint's like, nah, that does not hurt.
So that elbow drop there remind me of another very famous Samoan.
Yeah, I believe that's probably who it's styled on. ZC Woods did say that he loved The Rock growing up.
And now a big strike exchange here in the center of the ring, and ZC Woods wins. Right now, Clint Kassidy is in danger, but he dodges the flying nothing.
Yeah, that was I believe, an attempt at a diving headbutt that just did not land, but he goes for it again and gets it this time.
Just as I thought Clint Kassidy had a moment to seize back old friend momentum, he has let it slip away as he's taking a beating right now in this match.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to wonder. Oh, he's getting a bit of a turnaround. Big snap suplex right there.
And this is what he needs to do if he can continue to stay on offense.
But
he takes another headbutt, but he needs to slow this match down. The quicker this pace goes, the more dangerous it becomes for Clint as ZC Woods kicks out at 2 there, but that faster pace allows him to hit more of his powerful flying moves like this right here.
A Superman punch. Oh, he went for another running maneuver, but Clint just walks out of the way into a combination ending in a huge lariat.
And this is what he needs to do. Again, he needs to slow the pace of this match back down. Big strikes, big wind-up moves, and say he takes a shot to the chest.
Yeah, it seems ZC Woods has Clint's number. Unlike in his match with Hermes, where Hermes just dominated him the whole time, Woods is finally showing what he showed during the Grand Prix. Oh my God! The 6-shooter stolen, but Clint gets right up! He doesn't even allow the pin attempt!
That's that veteran experience from Clint Kassidy right there on full display.
And he tosses him out of the ring so he can take a breather.
Perfect follow-up to his finisher being stolen. I mean, you cannot have asked for much better. Yes, ZC Woods is getting a moment to catch his own breath, but Clint needed this much more.
Oh, for sure. After having a finisher stolen like that, I mean, a big splash! And he kicks out at 2.
But now Clint to the top.
With a big elbow drop.
That should be a rope break, but it's a 2 count, so it's irrelevant. And now, of course, here we go. Ray's got some things he wants to say.
Yeah, the interference with the ref has started. And I would like to remind everyone that in SOW, the refs have decided, I believe at Carialis' direction, that if a flying move comes from the top rope and it's in the ropes, the rope break does not apply. No, now it's Dallas Taylor. We saw that this is exactly what the Honored Empire were doing in the one-on-one match between Caster and El Rey de Guerra, but it's not helping. Yeah, it's not helping right now. They distracted the ref too long.
From Dallas, and maybe they're in their own heads a little bit following their big loss last week in the main event for the tag titles.
Yeah, I mean, it was Dallas's poor awareness in that match that cost them too. Do you think he's lost his game a bit?
It's possible. An unsuccessful distraction for the ref during the count, and now, I mean, these guys got to be just a few moments away from an ejection at this point. A big clothesline to the corner. Clint Kassidy staying on the offense, not letting Moment for Life ruin his own momentum.
Yeah, not at all. And I mean, he really has taken back momentum at this point. And then, just as I say that, he gets chopped straight back down to the mat. Commentator's curse always coming in.
Every time. And now a series of punches to the face, but he's taking it well and he gets knocked down. And now ZC Woods feels like he still has control of this match. Yes, he took some damage, but he feels like overall the match is still his to win.
Big flapjack.
And you know, Hermes is at home this week. And
yep.
he is watching this match very, very intently.
Yeah, I can't imagine Hermes wants anybody but Clint Kassidy to win this. He wants to settle this once and for all. I'm sure he'd be okay to face off with ZC Woods and defend his title against the man he beat for it originally. But I mean, if I was him, I'd be in the same spot. I'd want Clint Kassidy to take this down so I could finally show him once and for all, I am the better man.
But you know, we do have, if somehow ZC Woods does pull this off and gets a title shot, there's nothing stopping Hermes from challenging Clint to a non-title match before the pay-per-view.
Well, no, that is completely true. But would Clint accept if the title's not on the line? I doubt it. This is a man.
Unless maybe, you know, Kerry Ellis can make that an eliminator match.
He could. Oh my God, is that a sledgehammer slid into the ring?
It looks like a moment for life. Again, making their presence known, but I don't think even ZC Woods has noticed a sledgehammer.
No, it looks like he's too focused. He's so focused on the match, he hasn't noticed his allies trying to help him out.
And of course, we will stick with this match till we have a winner.
Indeed.
Make sure there is no option for a Saturday rematch for this match.
No, if this match ends in if this match somehow ends in either time or a double countout or anything of that variety, from what I know and what I've been told, neither of these men will be going to Burnout.
And you know, that would do terrible things to Clint Cassidy. I think he would definitely be like, you know what, how about that eliminator match idea? I heard that talking about it on commentary.
Oh my God. Boom! The Magnum Hammer! But Bray is distracting the ref. That would have been it.
Unbelievable. Perfect timing, a moment for life.
Indeed.
And now DC Woods has a chance to recover.
Big elbow drop, but again, I mean, those elbows just seem to piss Clint Cassidy off. I don't know if I'd still be going for them if I was Woods. All it does is fire him up and get him ready for the next round.
Yeah, Clint Cassidy not falling for the mind games, a moment for life here.
Big Superman punch.
Now that's a move that seems to leave a lasting impact. Is he going for another one?
Oh, spear!
Now to the top.
And a splash!
Splash! 1, 2, no!
Kick out at 2!
What a moment. Oh, wait a minute.
A roll up, but it doesn't get the win.
Clint Cassidy not going down yet.
No, elbow slam to the back of the neck. And both men are down.
But no count by the ref because he really wants there to be a winner.
Yeah, I think the ref could tell that neither one of them were actually out yet. He came over to check and decided that it was all right.
I'm still cautious about that sledgehammer there in the opposite corner. I'm just afraid that's going to become a factor.
Big drop kick. And then a big snap suplex, too. I mean, if Woods can land a finisher.
Some more damage. Wait a minute. Back to the top rope, but no. Clint Cassidy gets up. DC Woods smartly seeing that, knocking him back down before going back up. Splash!
Ooh, a big splash, but he doesn't go. He doesn't stay for the pin. Punching lariat.
I don't think he got all that splash. It ended up more like a headbutt that time, so that could be why.
Maybe, yeah. Another DDT.
DDT. Now both men are down again for an extended period of time, but here we go. Back up at the same time. The headlock into the corner, right near that sledgehammer.
Yeah. Ooh, an attempt to do a whip. Oh, and a Uranagi.
Elbow drop to the upper back.
Oh my God. This match is going off the rails.
And this is what it means to these guys to go to possibly challenge for the world title. They're putting their bodies on the line tonight.
Indeed.
And now ZC Woods with the taunt, knees to the face.
Knees to the face again. And we got a strike exchange. ZC Woods won the earlier one.
And the kill shot called. Big spinning lariat.
Can we see a finish to the match soon? I mean, it's breaking down. It's breaking down pretty hard. Oh! Oh my God!
Clint Cassidy calling a shot.
Oh, the bull ride spine buster! Oh my God! You've got to be kidding me!
When Kassidy had the match won.
That's the second time Clint has hit a massive move, and Moment for Life has distracted the ref right then.
And now momentum sliding the other way.
Oh, the end game is locked in. Is Clint gonna tap? No, the rope break.
The crowd reaching a fever pitch as this match crosses the 28-minute mark.
And I cannot remember what the time limit is tonight.
I would hope it's 60 for a match of this caliber.
I would as well, but who knows what Kerry Ellis may have forgotten to set in the rules.
We've had some matches that have ended quick tonight, so you never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But regardless, we know that there's huge implications if this match does somehow end in a draw. And right now, ZC Woods getting a 7 count to recover. But these guys are resting like the match has still got plenty of time left. So we will see here.
We will. I mean, ooh, that spinning neck breaker. Big elbow drop.
But it does nothing. Now a big strike combination in the corner. Surprised that didn't get the ref's attention at all.
All right.
We've officially passed the 30-minute mark, so it looks like we are in for a 60-minute time limit. But honestly, if they can't do something about Moment for Life, is 60 minutes enough for Clint to overcome this huge handicap deficit that they've given him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as it stands right now, ZC Woods is clearly gassed. I mean, Clint would have had this match won multiple times over if it wasn't for the constant interference of Moment for Life.
4 losers on the outside of the ring, trying to make sure that their stablemate can get something going for them, reclaim momentum for the whole group.
Yeah, we got another big, I think that was a headbutt?
That was a headbutt to the midsection there on the back. But Clint Kassidy slams his head into the turnbuckle.
Oh, a stun gun! Big lariat!
And this could be it. The ref not paying attention.
Yeah, he does it! All right! That was a clothesline straight from hell.
And now he's got his shot at Hermes for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And that will be at Burnout.